Good news for seniors and disability benefit recipients as Senator Wyden and Sanders introduced bill to restore funding to Social Security. And the biggest question is that are we moving towards $2,400 yearly increase that translates to $200 every single month for millions of Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and survival spousal benefit recipients?
I ask unanimous consent that the Senate proceed to the consideration of my resolution, Senate Resolution 404, submitted earlier today, that resolution be agreed to.
This is huge as Senator Sheldon Whitehouse finally stood on the floor and introduced a very important legislation for Social Security. And parallel to this, look at this. US Senator Ron Wyden and Bernie Sanders also introduced legislation that would reverse the cuts made to Social Security by Trump administration. This is huge for any senior and disability benefit recipients. I'm gonna give you each and every detail, but all I need is just a little favor. It takes 2 seconds to please hit that like button on this video. So without any further ado, let's start the video. A new day, a new hope for seniors and disability benefit recipients, and we are talking about this as Senator Wyden and Bernie Sanders introduced bill to restore funding to Social Security. It would go 2 ways for millions of recipients. First, it will increase the benefits according to the Social Security Expansion Act, and we finally have the Social Security Expansion Act fact sheet in front of you. And under this fact sheet, Social Security recipients could see a $2,400 a year increase that translates to $200 fixed increase every single month. And it doesn't stop here. At the same time, US Senator Ron Wyden and Bernie Sanders also introduced legislation that would reverse the cuts made to Social Security by Trump administration, as millions of disability benefit recipients are confused that what is their future and are they going to see huge cuts in their benefit. And it seems like a number of lawmakers are coming in front and saying enough is enough. It's time to reverse these decisions. Before I move on towards the increase in benefits and the Sheldon Whitehouse very important bill, I would like to show you this very important video from the Senate floor where Sheldon Whitehouse stood on the floor and talked about his own bill, and he introduced this bill that left everyone stunned. But what happened at the end of his introduction of the bill left everyone saying, what just happened?
I want to focus on protecting Medicare. I've got a Medicare and Social Security Fair Share Act. It would require people with incomes over $400,000 to pony up equivalent to what regular workers pay on the higher part of their salary. And that would protect benefits in Medicare as far as the eye can see, as far as the actuarial eye can see for Medicare and Social Security. So I want to put everybody here on record that we need to undo the looming $500 billion cut to Social Security before it starts to hit families in Rhode Island and elsewhere around the country. And to that end, as if in legislative session, and notwithstanding Rule 22, I ask unanimous consent that the Senate proceed to the consideration of my resolution, Senate Resolution 404, submitted earlier today, that resolution be agreed to, that its preamble be agreed to, and that the motions to reconsider be considered made laid upon the table with no intervening action or debate.
Is there objection?
Mr. President,
Majority Whip.
on behalf of the Chairman of the Budget Committee, I object.
Objections heard.
Mr. President, there we are. There we are. I yield the floor.
So if you are a senior or disability benefit recipient, then you have just seen what happens when any lawmaker introduces any bill that benefits seniors and disability benefit recipients. Well, Sheldon Whitehouse introduced this bill, and what happened? Well, someone objected on that bill. And Bernie Sanders reintroduced his own Social Security Expansion Act, and Mike Crapo blocked it. This is the biggest problem right here. And a number of lawmakers are saying enough is enough. Why you are doing this with the American people? As seniors are struggling, disability benefit recipients are struggling. Whenever any lawmaker introduces any bill for seniors and disability benefit recipients, there's always someone who blocks those bills. But whenever there are bills to give billions and billions of dollars to other nations so they can survive and thrive or probably wage war on other countries, they never block those bills, they never object on those bills, and they're ready to give billions and trillions of dollars to those other countries. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this whole situation, as seniors are struggling and it seems like a number of lawmakers don't even care about its own people. The only thing they care about is the foreign entities. This is clearly shocking. Look at this. The Keep Billionaires Out of Social Security Act S2763 includes several key provisions. Specifically, it would prohibit the closure, relocation, and services reduction of Social Security field offices, increase funding by $5 billion to improve customer service, modernize technology, and reduce backlogs, while at the same time restore assistance for vulnerable and disabled people to access their benefits, safeguard data and prevent the politicization of Social Security, and remove DOJ authority and call for independent investigation into DOJ's action at SSA. This is something that a number of lawmakers are pushing for, but the problem is that it doesn't matter how many bills you come up with, there's always someone who blocks these bills. And one of the biggest problems, as I mentioned earlier, that whatever these lawmakers do for seniors and disability benefit recipients, there's always someone who objects on this bill, and somehow these bills go into the trash bin. This is the biggest problem. Seniors are heartbroken that we have invested our money into this system, and now when it's time to get our benefits back, we are hearing that we are going to see huge cuts, or probably we are not eligible for it. And when it comes to the disabled people are always the responsibility of every country and its government. But right here in the United States, we can see that it seems like they are burden on this administration, because they are not just cutting 7,000 people from Social Security Administration, which will make already bad Social Security Administration's customer service worse. It will just devastate the whole system. And now whenever someone tries to do something for these seniors and disability benefit recipients, someone stand up and say, I object, I veto, I reject, and that's how these bills go into the trash bin. This is the biggest problem, and the irony is that no one is talking about it. But right here, you can talk about it. Look at this. Social Security Expansion Act. Bernie Sanders is going all over the country, and it seems like he's going to reintroduce this bill. Well, if you support $2,400 a year, that translates to $200 fixed increase every single month, not just for Social Security, but for SSI, SSDI, and survival spousal benefit recipients. If you support it, then write in the comment section, I support Social Security increase. Again, if you support it, then write in the comment section, I support Social Security increase. Because remember, if you don't do anything, nothing will happen. Well, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video very soon. Till then, please take care and have a nice day.